Hey everybody. I'm back out for a ride, y'all. This would be my 6th week knee replacement report, and I'm giving it to you riding in the saddle of an e-bike. And I'll tell y'all how I got to where I am today. But I told y'all this just as soon as I could that I was gonna be getting on the TK1 trike there at the house. And that I did. But I didn't use any pedal assist settings. What I did with it though, I don't know what them fellas are doing, but I'm getting my mirror set, y'all. Don't want to get run over. Yeah, what I did is I started out with the TK1 trike, and I just rode it around down the street there from the house. Well, we call it a road or whatever, little old blacktop road. I just rode it back and forth, but I didn't use a pedal assist. I just was just pedaling it, you know, with foot power. And that kind of helped me build up my strength in my legs, and especially my operative leg, they call it. And I did that for about 4 days this week. And everything worked out good. Well, y'all, I told y'all the horses was gone, but here we go. We got little old Gray up in here. What about it there? Everybody's been asking for y'all. I don't know what's going on with them. Last time I come here, there was some young turkeys out in there. Some of Billy Wayne's turkeys, I guess. And yeah, they've been fun to watch. I've seen them 2 or 3 times. Is that the little gray horse that's always been here, y'all? It was kind of poor. I mean, she looked a little bit better now than what she did. Anyway, we won't spend a whole lot of time with the horses. So I'll get on with the story. So what led me to believe that I could ride the TK1 trike is I've been riding Susan's exercise cycle. I told y'all that on the last report that I did, update that I did for y'all. And Susan's little exercise cycle, man, that thing was just plumb handy. I get up in the morning, you know, and that old leg would be as stiff as a board. And I can get in there and get on that little exercise bike and right away make a few pumps with that thing. That thing would have me limbered up some. Well, then you might ask me, well, what are you riding now? Well, I could have rode the TK1 trike over this morning. It's a Saturday morning, by the way. Y'all, the weather is absolutely gorgeous. It must be in the low 70s. I don't know exactly what it is. Got to be in the low 70s. Just beautiful. And this is the first time in about 7 or 8 weeks that I've been out on a bike. And it really, really feels good. And yeah, and you go ahead and ask me, say, well, what are you riding now? I am riding the Magicycle Jaguarundi. The reason I'm riding it is because I got out there and I kind of like a jockey that's fixing to run a race, you know. He goes out there and looks through the stable and tries to pick the best looking horse. Well, I got a bunch of good looking horses, I can tell you that. Especially with the Freewheel bikes. So I said, okay, it's gonna be the Freewheel Eden. That's what I'm gonna ride. I can get my foot over it and I can take off and ride. But then I got to noticing the little Jaguarundi sitting there. I took a ride on the Eden and the Eden did good. I'm able to get my foot all the way over the pedal and everything, and I'm getting my extension there all the way down too, like I need. But I got to looking at that Jaguarundi, and man, an old cripple feller with hardly any leg motion can get his leg over this thing because it's so low on the step through. And I said, you know what? It's got that low center of gravity too. I like that. That's gonna work out good. Y'all, my wife told me not to go no further past the horses. Y'all don't tell her, but I'm going past the horses. I feel good. My legs are working real good. It's not perfect. I'm still having some problem with my flex, trying to get that angle right, you know. But y'all, this is gonna be one of the tools that I'm gonna use for it. We're not really overpowering this thing. We don't want to go too fast. We're just gonna ease along, okay? But yeah, I got out and Mickey come down, sat around with me. He told me, he said, Richard, you look like you're doing pretty good. I said, Mickey, I'm doing real good. I got up and went to Walmart this morning. And I did okay, you know, but Walmart's a mighty big place to walk over. I got back there in front of where they had some air conditioners stacked up. I just left my buggy there and I sat down on one of them. I said, okay, I'm gonna sit right here, and I got myself rested up there for a few minutes, got my leg feeling better. Then I got up and took off back walking again. So, hey, I made a full Walmart trip. Then went over in Home Depot, walked up in Home Depot, went all the way back into plumbing. And I'm actually walking pretty good, y'all. Starting to use that heel toe method, you know. I don't want to be flat footing the thing. But as far as medical's concerned, I'm going to the doctor, what is today, Saturday? Monday. I'm going to the doctor on Monday and let him check me out. I haven't been to therapy this week. Last Friday was the last day I went to therapy, and I'm not saying I'm through with it, but I took a break until I can see the doctor. So that's the story with that. I'm still having some swelling, and I honestly don't know if the doctor's going to be able to do anything with that or not. Because if you watch all the videos and everything, well, here we are, y'all. JM Stockstone Road. Let's ride, Clyde. Let's go down here and see what we can see. We might see some Billy Wayne's turkeys. But yeah, I'm gonna see if the doctor says there's anything that I can take for, you know, inflammation or whatever they call it, for my knee swelling sometimes. That's what was happening to me at the therapy. Is I was getting up in there and I was spending an hour in there doing the stretching and things like that. And just about the time they go to pull the measurements on my flex and stuff like that, that thing would be tight as Dick's hat band, as Mama used to say. I don't know what Dick's hat band looks like. That's one thing Mama always said. That thing tight as Dick's hat band. So my leg would be tight as Dick's hat band, and I couldn't get a good measurement. They couldn't get a good measurement. They said, man, your knee is tight. So everything that I'm doing at the therapy, I'm doing at home. I've got things set up. I got things in place. I got out there this morning and I screwed me a board into between the posts on the back porch. That's where I'm gonna do my squats and things like that. But I've got just about all my exercises I was doing at therapy. I got them rigged up there at the house. So I can do some of them in the comfort of my own living room. And plus, therapy was, I was doing 3 days a week hey, I can do it 5 days or 6 days or whatever there at the house. Y'all, we're still pedaling good. My old foot's hanging in there on the left pedal over here. Now see, I could increase my the tension on my flex there by letting my seat down a little bit. But that would take away from the extension. And so right now I'm kind of working the extension and the flex at the same time. So I'm gonna leave it like it is right there. I don't know where all the cows are. He may have got rid of some of them. I don't know, Mel. Well, I see some of them up yonder in that field. So we hope everybody's been healthy and happy and well. Boy, lightning got that big pine tree there. But anyway, I talked to old buddy Rich Craft out there in Arizona. I talked to him the other day. I told him, I said, look, Rich, I'm not gonna take a chance and go riding on a bike. I'm gonna just ride the TK1 trike. But this old Jaguarundi looked mighty inviting this morning, and I said, you know what, I think I can do it. And my leg is strong enough now that if for some reason I had to put my foot down, it's strong enough to hold up. I ain't gonna have no problem with that. I feel good, y'all. I tell you what, I could shout hallelujah. Hey, thank the Lord. I am so happy. It makes me so happy to get back out on the road. Maybe we'll make a video or two for y'all. Yeah, I gotta get it back moving. I told y'all I got a bike coming in, and so I got to get myself ready for it. But I tell you what, a great way to do therapy and to get out on the bike here. Somebody told me, I think it was Doug Blunt, if I'm not mistaken. And if it wasn't you, Doug, I apologize, but I mentioned to give you a shout out there anyway. He told me, he said, Richard, you got the best tools available right there in your shed. He said, it's those bikes, and I believe it. I believe it. I even heard one physical therapist say that biking was the best therapy that her people was finding, whether it be a stationary bike or whatever, that biking was the best therapy for. I mean, I'm at 6 weeks now. I mean, certainly at 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can't be doing biking. But now I'm walking good, and I'm able to hold myself up good on my legs. So why not? Let's break it all back in, man. Let's get on the bike again. I look forward to riding the free-air bikes again. Maybe the Deer. And the little Mahogo 1. It's a torque sensor bike. I really like these torque sensor bikes. I wish I could get me a torque sensor for these, for the Jaguarundi, although I'm not going to complain about it. It's doing a good job this morning. Yeah, it's mighty pretty weather. I tell you what, just so we don't make Miss Susie mad with us, I'm gonna turn around and head back, go back yonder way. But she don't have to know how far we went. Now she's got that Find My iPhone thing. She tracks me. She knows where I'm at. I'm surprised the phone hadn't rung. She's been doing a good job, y'all. Day before yesterday was her birthday. But she's been doing a good job taking care of me, which now, I mean, I'm pretty much taking care of myself. I can do it all, but she's been cooking and cleaning and laundry and stuff, and she has problems herself, so I know she struggled with some things herself, but she's done a good job, mostly with the cooking. I'm gonna have to get back out on these bikes so I can try to lose some weight. It reminds me when I went to the police academy. We went to the police academy at Gulf Park campus down at Long Beach, Mississippi. January 3rd, 1988. I went to the police academy at Long Beach, Mississippi, and what they call the Gulf Park campus down there of southern Mississippi. And when I got there, they weighed us and everything, and they told us, you know, you're gonna struggle with your PT and running and all this. You need to start laying off the sweets and stuff like that. Well, whenever they hired the cooks to come there and cook for the campus, y'all, they went off and got a bunch of grandmas that cooked Sunday dinners and everything. And I'm telling you, these women were some of the best cooks I had ever seen. Most of them were just blue-haired ladies. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't say too much about it for the first day or so, but old Captain Moore, he was our leader there. He would stand there in the line and watch what you come out of that line with. And if you had pecan pie or banana pudding or something like that, he said, you can just double back through that line and put that pecan pie back. He said, you don't need that pecan pie. Well, the old boy I went to the academy with from Picayune, his name was Reddy. We was coming home one weekend. He told me, he said, I said, Brad, I said, have you lost any weight? He said, how can you lose any weight? He said, they got the best cooks in the world. They cook turnip greens and cornbread. They cook chicken and dumplings, fried chicken, turkey and dressing and gravy and all the trimmings. We had the finest seafood that's available on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. How can you lose weight? I said, well, that's about the same way I feel about it. So yeah, Miss Susie Q, she's been cooking good for me. We appreciate that. All right, y'all, I'll tell you all what we're gonna do. We're gonna say our farewells, but this will be our update video for the 6 weeks knee replacement video. Yeah, 6-week update of my knee replacement. And we're doing it riding the Magicycle Jaguarundi. Why? Because it just felt good when I got on it. Got a low center of gravity, easy to get on and easy to get off. Yeah, we just pedaling it on down the road like a one-legged duck. Hey, until we see y'all again out there on the road somewhere, we hope y'all be blessed. Like, subscribe if you want, it doesn't matter. Go read. Yeah, it feels good to be back on the bike again, y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one. I don't know what the next one will be, but we'll catch y'all on the next one. Hey, give me a thumbs up for being able to get back on the bike again. Give me a like for that, will you? We hope y'all blessed.